Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rekakwadash. Second of all, I want to give double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone, Elder Tahar, and on down to rule well. And third of all, I want to give a peace and safety to the hopeful elect out there, the brothers that push this truth, the truth of the King James Bible, and all truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe. It's like, alright, so I just want to do a short lesson of how alone the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai allows it to go. And I want to name the video, Soon the Lord Will Let the Missiles Fly. Alright. And the missiles I'm talking about is the ICBM nuclear missiles, which in the scriptures is known as a glittering spear, as the Lord's sword. Alright. Which ultimately 200 million missiles are going to rain down, 200 million ICBM nuclear warheads are going to rain down on Babylon the Great and completely and utterly wipe it out off the face of the earth. Alright, but all the prophecies, such as the MOTB, the famine of the word, the great persecution, just to name a few, mainly the MOTB, Revelation 13, verses 16 through 17, alright, has to take place before that to happen. Alright, but we're definitely in that time of the Third World War and of Babylon the Great, which is America, being demolished. Alright. But Lord wills, brother, to see on the screen, I have this article here from the U.S. Sun, and it says deadly backfiring dramatic moment. Russian missile fails during launch and boomerangs back before blowing up Putin's troops. Alright. And if you watch the video, I'm not gonna play the video because I don't want to get a copyright strike or whatever, but when you watch the video, you can clearly see, it's like it was a shield or something that just made the missile backfire. Alright. Straight up shield. Matter of fact, yeah, I'll go ahead and play it. Should be straight.
If you're not making $158,000 per year, but you'd like to, I strongly encourage you to start a bookkeeping business.
$158,000 ain't no money in this time. Look at that. Clearly something, it was like a force field or something made it deflect. Alright, and we've seen this before, missiles and certain things launch the Esau launch off. Alright, and it'll boomerang back. Alright. And we know through the spirit of Bobby Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, that's Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai doing that. Alright. Because you saw it was flying in a straight path, then all of a sudden it just boomerang right back. And again, we've seen the Lord do this before in other situations. Now why the Lord stopped it, we really don't know, it could have caused something to happen that ain't supposed to happen now in these times right now. Alright. Or whatever reason the Lord didn't allow it to happen, this missile to be shot, or any other missile that was shot and the Lord made it deflect back, or the missile just blew up in midair. Alright. But soon the Lord is going to let the missiles fly. And this isn't an ICBM nuclear missile, obviously. If it was an ICBM nuclear warhead, the whole Ukraine would be wiped out. Alright, but it was just a regular missile, but it got deflected back. But again, soon the Lord is going to allow those ICBMs to fly. Alright. Let's go ahead and get the scriptures. Alright, before we read this, let's go to Revelation. It's Revelation chapter 7, verse 1. And after these things I saw four angels standing on the four corners of the earth, holding the four winds of the earth, which represents the destruction, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor any tree. Alright, which again represents the destruction. Alright, verse 2. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power. And he cried with a loud voice to the four angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, Hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the serpents of our power in their foreheads. Right, so all the elect has to be sealed, 144,000 and 1/3. And and the rest of the prophecies have to be fulfilled before the Lord can let the missiles fly. All right. Verse 3 saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads. Verse 4, and I heard the number of them which were sealed, and they were sealed 144,000 of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. All right. So once all the elect is sealed and all the prophecies that need to come to pass has come to pass, then the Lord is going to let the missiles ride, man. All right. He's going to let the missiles ride, and he's going to wipe America, which is Babylon the Great, off the face of the earth. All right. Which this land needs a cleansing. The whole world needs a cleansing. All right. This morning you had a I'm not sure if it was this morning or last night, but the Roe versus Wade thing overturned. All right, and people are pissed off about it. People are super angry about it. All right, about murdering babies. This is a wicked, evil, satanic place, man, that needs to be cleansed. And the Most High is getting ready to cleanse it. All right, with nuclear warheads. All right, and the majority of you people in America are going to be destroyed. All right, this is Revelation chapter 50. It's like Jeremiah chapter 50 verse. See where to start. Okay, verse 9. It's like Jeremiah chapter 50 verse 9. Let's start at 3. Jeremiah chapter 50 verse 3. For out of the north they come up a nation against her. What's that nation out of the north? It's talking about Russia. All right, who those missiles were shot by. All right, and they were shooting them at Ukraine, them Ukrainian soldiers or whatever. Against her, which shall make her land desolate. Right, because the main nation that the Lord is going to use to destroy America is Russia, right along with the NATO and EU nations. All right, but the main land is Russia, Mother Russia, the bear. All right, the big bad bear. Make her land desolate, and none shall dwell therein. Right, because this place is going to be wiped out, and nobody's ever going to live here anymore. And they shall remove, and they shall depart, both man and beast. In those days and the times, said the Lord, the children of Israel shall come, and the children of Judah together, growing and weeping. Let me jump down a little bit. Verse 8. Remove out of the midst of Babylon, and go forth out of the land of the Chaldeans, and be as the he goat before the flocks. Verse 9. For lo, I will rise and cause to come up against Babylon, which is America, an assembly of great nations, right? And one of those great nations is Russia, all right? Right along with the NATO and EU nations, all right, and other nations that have nuclear weapons for the northern country. And they're all going to shoot missiles over here, and none of them are going to backfire. None of them are going to malfunction. They're all going to be shot, and they're all going to hit their target, all right? And they shall set themselves in array against her, but then she shall be taken. And the arrow shall, and the out, it's like, and the arrow shall be, it's like, let me read it again. And the arrow shall be as of a mighty expert man, and none shall return in vain. Right, none shall return in vain. So ain't gonna be no backfire, ain't gonna be no malfunction, ain't gonna be no blowing up in midair. All right, they're all gonna be shot, and they're gonna again hit its target. All right, which the target is America. Verse 10. The Chaldeans shall be a spoil, on all that spoil her shall be satisfied, saith the Lord. Because ye were glad, because ye rejoice, O ye destroyers of my heritage, because ye are grown fat as the heifer at grass in the bellow. Verse 12, your mother shall be sore confounded, which is Great Britain, she that bear you shall be ashamed. Behold, the hindermost of the nations shall be a wilderness, and a dry land and desolate, and it's like a desert. Because of the wrath of the Lord, it shall not be inhabited, but it shall be wholly desolate. Everyone that go about Babylon shall be astonished and hiss at her plagues. Verse 14, put yourselves in array against Babylon round about, all ye that bend the bow, right? All the nations that have the nuclear weapons. All right, shoot at her and spare no arrow, but she have sinned against the Lord. Right, the Lord says, shoot at her and spare no arrow. So the Lord is not going to spare no arrow. So none of the arrows are going to backfire. None of the arrows are going to blow up in midair. All right, the chariots ain't going to come and blow a missile up. All right. The Spirit of the Lord is going to be in those missiles, and they're going to fly upon this place, fly over to this place, and wipe this place out completely and utterly off the map. All right. This is Isaiah chapter 34. Isaiah chapter 34, verse 4. and the host of heaven shall be dissolved, and all the heavens shall be rolled together as a straw, and that's when the mushroom cloud. And all their hosts shall fall down as the leaf falleth off the vine, falleth from the vine, and as the fig from the fig tree. For my sword should be bathed in heaven. What's the sword? The sword is the ICBM nuclear missile. Behold, it should come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse. Right? Upon Idumea, which is Greek for Edom, which is talking about the land of America in this verse. Alright, verse 6, the sword of the Lord is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness, with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of kidneys and rams. For the Lord have a sacrifice in Basra, which is America. Alright, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. Right, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea, which was going to make that great slaughter, the ICBM nuclear missiles. Alright. One more scripture. I'm going to close it up. It's Revelation chapter 9, verse... Revelation chapter 9, verse... Revelation chapter 9, verse 12. Woe, one woe, it's like one woe is past, and behold, there come two woes. It's like it. Revelation chapter 9, verse 12. One woe is past, and behold, there come two more woes hereafter. Right, so World War 1 and 2 is gone. Now we're in the midst of World War 3. Verse 13. And the sixth angel sounded, and I heard a voice from the four horns of the golden altar, which is before Yahweh, saying to the six angels which had this trumpet, loose the four angels which are bound in the great river Euphrates. And the four angels were loose, which were prepared for an hour and a day and a month and a year, for to slay the third part of man. Who's the third part of man? Esau. You got the people divided by three. You got the sons of men. You got the sons of the Most High, or the sons of God, which are the Israelites. All right, the sons of men, which are the other nations, and the sons of the wicked, which are the Edomites. All right, so the third part of man is talking about Esau. All right, verse 16. And the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000, right, 200 million missiles. And I heard the number of them, and thus I saw the horses in the vision, and them that sat on them having breastplates of fire and jacinth and brimstone, and the heads of the horses were as the heads of lions, and out of their mouth issued fire, smoke, and brimstone. Right, them heads of lions is talking about the warheads. Verse 18, by these three were the third part of men killed, which are the Edomites, by the fire, and by the smoke, and by the brimstone, which issue out of their mouth. For the power is in their mouth, and their tails, for the tails were like unto serpents, and the heads, and had heads, and with them they do hurt. Right, and with them they do hurt. That's them warheads. You better believe they hurt like hell. Verse 20, and the rest of the men who were not killed by these plagues, yet repented not of the works of their hands, and they should not worship devils, idols of gold, silver, brass, and stone, and all wood, which neither can see nor hear. Neither repented they of their murderers, nor of their sorcery, nor of their fornication, nor of their thievery. Right, and America is a wicked, evil place, and people still ain't gonna repent. But that's why the Lord is gonna wipe these motherfuckers out, man, off the face of the earth. All right, wipe this land out in the very, very near future. So with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rekakodash. Give honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone, Elder Tahar, known down and rule well. And third of all, I want to give a peace and safety to the brothers that push this truth and sincerity. With that, I'm going to say shalom.